Hello guys,
Hi, Murli.
Hello. Hello.
I'm going to share my screen. Please let me know once you're able to view my screen.
Yeah, we are able to view it.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay. Yesterday we talked about all these things, whatever we can see on this homepage, right? So we talked about this. We talked about the global search. We talked about the links, all the links that we have here, and we talked about this profiles, settings, and everything. So today I'm going to talk about setup. So whatever we want to do, first we have to go to setup. And if you go to setup, once we click on the setup, we'll be getting this page. Here, you can see under the we have the different sections here: administer, build, deploy, and monitor. So administer, it's nothing but it's all the core admin related activities that we can do from under administer. So we can create profiles, roles, and we can update the company information, and we can manage the security controls and data management, desktop administration, mobile administration. So everything we can do from here. So if we click on this, manage users, so you can see different options here: users, mass email users, roles, permission sets, permission set group, user management, profile. So all these things. If you want to create any profile, let's see, we have to. So when we log in, so if you get this page, if we want to create any profile, so we have to go to setup, then we have to go to manage users, then you have to click on this profile. So for everything, whatever you want to do, so you have to go to setup first. And coming to the build. So here, this is all the, if you want to create any application or if you want to create any object. So if you want to create, it's like development related activities can be done from here, and like even administrator can use, can create application and objects and everything from here. So if you want to create any new things, so that's not in Salesforce, that's not provided by Salesforce, then you have to go to here. And if you want to create any application, see here, you can see sales, marketing. These are the applications that we have in Salesforce right now. So if you want to create any new application, then you have to go to build here, create, and create. You can see apps. If you click on this, then you will be redirected to the page where we can create an application. So this is the build, and you can see the develop here. So this will be useful for the developers. So if they want to create any classes or triggers and everything, so they'll create from here, develop. And if you want to customize the existing objects that we have in Salesforce, you can see the objects here: accounts, contacts, cases, solutions, right? So if you want to make any changes to that existing objects, then you can go to build, customize, and see here, you can see the list of objects that we have in Salesforce. Let's say accounts. So if you click on these accounts, you can see there are several options here: fields, related, lookup, filter, validation rules, everything. These are all related to this account object. So if you want to make any modifications to these, then you can navigate to build, customize, and accounts. So these are all the existing objects that we have in Salesforce. Okay. And the deploy. Deploy is nothing but, if you want to, deployment is nothing but moving our changes from one environment to one environment to another environment. Like if you want to move our changes from development to quality or quality to production, so you can we can use this deploy section. So here we don't have that option, change sets here. We use change sets for deployment. So that will be that will not be available in the developer edition. So that we can do from here. And coming to monitor, we can monitor all the things. We can monitor the jobs, the job logs and outbound messages and everything from here. So under the monitor section. Okay. See, if we expand these jobs, you can see the schedule jobs, Apex jobs, and the jobs, all the jobs that we can monitor from here. And if you click on the system overview, so it will let us know what is the usage of our system. So how much we are using. See here, if you see, you have custom objects plus your custom settings. So we have two custom objects. So custom object is nothing but which we have created in Salesforce. So I have created two. Okay, it will just show the usage of the system. Let me go back to setup again. And the right side panel, this is the knowledge base, so that we can access the tutorials, we can browse the documents, and we can even get help from someone. So this is all about to improve the technical skills. So this is the knowledge base. And here is just the system overview. And here, this is the recent items. So what we have opened recently in Salesforce. So we can find the recent items here. And these are the quick links. So that if you want to create a new user, you don't need to go to manage users and click on users. You can directly create from here, new user, and manage application. These are the quick links that we can use regularly. Okay. I'll show you how to create an application here. So here you have to click on the setup. Application basically, what is an application here? Application is a container that has a specific set of tabs. So it's a collection of tabs, collection of interrelated objects. So this the whole application works as a single unit. Let's say if I have the service application here. So these I have the tabs, accounts, contacts, cases, solutions, reports, dashboards. So these are all the objects that are related, and that are related to the service application. Okay. If I move to another application like sales, so I have campaigns, leads, accounts. So I have all this list of objects. So these are all the objects that are related to the sales application that we are using under the sales application. So if we want to use any object under any application, then we can just add that object to our application. So application is nothing but it's a collection of interrelated objects that works as a single unit. Okay. So let's see, this is a custom application that I have created, and these are all the objects that are there under this recruiting application. So these are all the interrelated objects. I mean, these are the not interrelated exactly. So these are the objects that are belong to this application, and we can use the same object in different application as well. So I have the accounts and contacts object in recruiting application, and even I have this accounts and contacts in the sales application, and I have the same objects even in the service application. Okay, application is nothing but the collection of the tabs. Let me go to setup. So to do anything, we have to go to setup first. Then here we have the quick find search. So let's say I don't know how to create an application. So I just know I have to go to setup, and after that I don't know how to create an application. You don't need to worry about that. So you can just type the apps here. So if you type the apps, you can see the list of options here. So either you can have to go to manage apps, connected apps, no, or Google Apps, no. So here you can see build, create apps. This is where you have to go. Okay, either you can click the apps here itself, or you can go, if you know how to create an application, you can go to build, create, and apps. So if you know, then you can directly go there, or if you don't know, this is the easiest way that we can do anything by using this quick find. So it will just search all the list of items that we have in this panel. Okay. So here, if I click on the apps, you can see. So these are all the list of applications that I have in my Salesforce. And I'll talk about this later on, connected apps and subtabs. So connected app, I'll talk about that later on. So that will be useful in integration. Okay, so these are all the applications that we have in Salesforce. Okay, here you can see there are 3 options: console, custom, description. So here you can see these are action that we can do. If you want to edit anything, we can just click on edit. And if you want to delete, we can delete the application, and we can delete only the custom application. See here you can see the checkbox, the custom checkbox is checked for central library and for recruiting. Okay, these are the 2 applications that I created in my Salesforce org. So that is the reason I have the delete option for these applications. So we cannot delete the inbuilt applications that is provided by Salesforce. We cannot delete them. Okay, here you can see the one more option here, console. So one more column, console, and sample console. This is the console application. Okay, not the custom application. So let's say it's not the custom. This is the console applications that is in this Salesforce org. Let me click on the new button here. So to create the application, we have to click on the new button. Here you can see 2 options: custom app and console app. So custom app is a standard applications that we create. So all these are the custom applications. So the sales, the recruiting, the central library. So these are all the custom applications that I have created. And the console app, it's nothing but the view will be different from the custom application, and you will miss the recent items and create new and recycle bin. So you will miss few things in the console application, and we can have sub tabs in this. Like we can manage the multiple records on a single screen, so that we can reduce the time that we spent on clicking and scrolling. So that is the for that purpose, the console application will be useful. So I'll show you what is the console application later on. Okay, I have selected the custom application and click on the next. Here you have to give the label and name. Let me sample application. I'm just giving the name sample application. This is if we just give the app label, and if we press tab, or if we click anything anywhere outside, then it will be automatically generated app name. So if you don't know what is not only here, if you don't know anything, if you find this I, so this is nothing but the information. If you find this I, if you don't know anything about this, then you can, if you just place your cursor on this icon, then you'll see the information. So here, the unique name used by the API and managed packages. So the name must begin with a letter and use only alphanumeric characters and underscore. So here you'll get the all information about this app name. What is the app name exactly? So this is the application name that we use in the packages and all these things. So this is not the exact name that we use. This is the name. So with underscore. Okay.
So underscore is a mandatory one.
No, it will automate. Yes, it will not accept the spaces. So it will once. See, I have just given the name here, and when I press the tab, it will be created automatically. It will be generated by the Salesforce. So this is mandatory. It will not accept the space.
So if I create a sample application now, and the next time when I create sample application, will it take automatically sample application one? The same name?
If you give the same name again,
Yes.
no, it will not take. So this is the name that that should not be the unique. So that should be the unique. So it will not allow the duplicate.
Okay.
I'm clicking on the next here, and see you can insert an image here. Here, this is the standard image that is provided by Salesforce for any application. If you want, you can insert your own image. So like if you click on this insert image, so it will be redirected to the documents that are available in Salesforce. You cannot insert an image from your system. So first of all, from the system, you have to upload that image to the documents in Salesforce. So you can see the documents tab here. So you have to upload that image to your documents tab. Then from there you have to pick that image. So I'll show you how to insert an image. Okay, here I have one document that I have already inserted. So you have to click on the new here. Then you have to give the document name, document unique name. Just giving the name. And you can even select the folder. So if you want to select that document in your personal document or in public folder. So here, you can see there are two options: indicate document is internal, externally available image. If you check this checkbox, then only that document will be available to select from here. Otherwise, the document will not be available. So you have to check this externally available image. Then you have to click on the choose file. I don't think so I have any images. So you have to select any image. Then you have to click on the save button. You can try this one. I don't have any images right now in my system. Okay, I already have one image in the documents. Okay, so you can try that one by clicking the new button. Then you have to provide the name and you have to check this checkbox, externally available image. And you can either select public folder or personal documents. So if you select this public folder, then it will be available for everyone. Then you have to choose the file, then click on the save.
Is there any size limitation?
Yes, size limitation will be there. Yes, I think it's 20 KB. 20 KB, it will not be more than 20 KB. Okay, and here you have to click on the insert image, then select this image. You can see that image is changed here. Then click on the next. Here, these are the available tabs that we can select to this application. So whatever the application that we are creating, so this is a sample application. So whatever the application that we are creating, we can select the list of tabs that should be a part of this application. We can select from here. We can even add later on, but if you want, like let me select few applications. I'm selecting accounts. Selecting contacts. So I just want these two tabs. Okay, and this is the default landing tab. So by default it will be home. Default landing tab is nothing but when we open this application. So what should be the default landing tab? What should be the tab that should be opened? So either we can select, if we select accounts, then when we open this application, the accounts will be the default tab that will be open. So if it's by default, it will be home. If you want, you can change. Okay, I'm just selecting home, clicking on next button. So here, these are the profiles that we can select So if you select any checkbox here, so this application will be available to this profile. So I'm selecting all. So I'll explain what is the profile and this everything later on. So as of now, I'm selecting all. So that this application will be available for all the profiles. Okay. Click on save. So once we save, then this application will be created. I'm clicking on the save. See here, you can see the sample application. So we have not given any description. So that is the reason the description is empty. So this is the sample application that we have created. When we open this, see, this is the information. So this is the app label, this is the app name, and this is the logo. And default landing tab is home. So this is the information that we have given while creating the application. And here in app menu, you can see the sample application is added here. Let me open this sample application. See here the default landing tab, that is the home. So once I open this application, I can see the home screen and these two tabs that are added to this application, accounts and contacts. So now the accounts and contacts, these two objects are part of this sample application. Any questions so far? Okay. Okay, if you don't have any questions, then we'll continue with creating an object. Okay, so object is nothing like a table in any database, or it's a sheet in Excel sheet. So like an Excel sheet. Actually, let's take an employee object. So if we assume this the complete Excel sheet as a database, so we can have different sheets here. So if we assume this one single sheet as a table, okay, and I have these different columns: employee ID, employee name, salary, email, contact, address. So I have all these fields in this employee sheet. Okay, I can have even the data like 1111 from John. I'm not giving address. So this is the data that we have under this employee sheet. So if we assume this employee sheet as a table, and these are the columns: employee ID, employee name, salary. So these are the columns, and this is the data. If we assume that, in the same way, we can assume this employee is an object in Salesforce, and these are the fields: employee ID, employee name, salary, email, contact. So these are all the fields, and these are the records that we have in Salesforce. So if you have idea about any database, then you will understand this easily. And this describes, employee describes the object, I mean the sheet in Excel sheet, and this describes this data, only this data. So what is this? What is 1111 and what is 1112? So these are all nothing but the employee IDs. And what is John and what is Peter? So these are the employee names, and these are the salaries, and these are the email address, and these are the contacts, and these are the companies related to, I mean, these employees. Okay. So if we, in the same way, we can have objects in Salesforce. So let me go to setup. So it's like a database tables that stores the data in specific to an organization. We have two types of objects in Salesforce, like standard and custom objects. Standard objects are nothing but that are provided already provided by the Salesforce. Those are the existing objects in Salesforce. And custom objects are created by users, so created by us. So here I can go to I'm in setup now. Then setup, build. Under build, you can see the create. You have customize and create. So if you want to make any changes to the existing objects, then you can go to customize. So you'll be finding the list of objects, and if you want to create anything new, so you have to click on create. So here, from here, you can see you can create applications, objects, and everything, tabs. So now we are creating an object. So I clicked on this object, and these are the custom objects that I have in my org, in my Salesforce org. And here you can see the button new custom object. Okay, I'm clicking on this new custom object. Here you can see there are a lot of options that are given. So this is the label. Okay, this is the label that we have to give. Employee. See, when I click on tab, that object name, that is also filled by default. And here you have to give the plural name. Plural name, nothing but employees. You can see the example here. If you have any doubt, you can see example account. They have given the example as well. And for this plural label, the example is given accounts. And object name will be account here. Okay. And if your object is starts with vowel sound, you can select this starts with vowel sound. If it is not starting with vowel sound, then you can just leave this as it is. Okay. And here this is the description that you can provide for this object. What is the purpose of the object? So it's employees data. So this is the description that describes about this object. Okay. And coming to open a standard Salesforce.com help and training window, open your window using a Visualforce page. So if I select this, so it will so this object will be opened by using a Visualforce page that is related to the development. So I'm just selecting this as it is. It will open this standard Salesforce page. When we open any record in the specific object, then it will open a standard Salesforce page. And this is the record name. This is for creating an object. At least we should have one field along with it, right? So without field, we cannot create an object. So we should have at least one field. Okay, it will ask whether the field type should be text or auto number. So if I click on this, you can see text and auto number. So you can select either of them. If you select the auto number, you have to select the display format and starting number of that field. So if you select text, so it will just it will just create this employee field with the data type text. If we select auto number, then it will ask the display format and the starting number. So display format is nothing but, again, they have given the example here. You can see for account, they have given a hyphen. In the curly braces, they have given 4 zeros. You can give employee, right? So you can give E and hyphen, and in the curly braces, you can give 4 zeros or 5 zeros. Okay. And what is the starting number? So we should start with 0001. So it will generate, if you create any record in Salesforce, it will generate this auto number field automatically with E0001. Or if you create second record, it will generate E0002. So this is the number that will be generated by the Salesforce. You don't need to provide data for this field. Okay. Selecting text. I'm not selecting this auto number. I'm selecting text now. And these are the optional features that allow reports, allow activities, track field history, allow in charter groups. So if we select this allow reports, we can create reports on this object. So it will allow Salesforce, it will allow the users who creates reports. So it will allow them to create reports on this object. And if we select allow activities, then we can create activities on this checkbox, on this object. And track field history. If you want to track the previous data, then we can track the previous data if you select this track field history, and allow in charter groups. So in last class, I think we have explained about the charter groups. So we can allow this object in the charter groups. If we select this, we can make the records of this object available in charter groups. And the object classification. So here you can see 3 options: allow sharing, allow bulk API access, allow streaming API access. So these are all related to the sharing. We can share these objects records with someone. So it will allow the users to share these records to someone if you check these checkboxes. So it will allow the bulk API access if you select this one. These are the related to the sharing activities. Just check these checkboxes. And again, in the deployment status, we can see 2 options: in development and deployed. If we select in development, so that means the object is still in development mode. So it's not completed, it's not finished yet. So no users can see this object other than you or system administrator. So no other users can use this object. If we select this in development, if we select the deploy, then all the users should be able to access this object. So whoever the users are given the permission for this object, so they can able to use this object. Okay. And allow search. So if we check this checkbox, so it will allow the users to search these records. So in the last class, this is the global search that we have explained, right? So this is to search the data. This is to search the data in the objects. So if we check this checkbox, then it will allow this global search to search this object's data as well. So if we don't allow, then we cannot search the object's data by using the global search. Okay, and these are the just check this checkbox. It will be useful when you're trying to search the data from this object. And the last one is add notes and attachments related list to default page layout. So we can check this checkbox if we want to add any notes and attachments related list. So related list is nothing but, so it will be displayed on the record page. So I'll be explaining about this later on. So just if you want to add any notes and attachments to that specific object, then you can check this checkbox. Otherwise, no. So as of now, I'm not checking this checkbox. And this is the checkbox. to launch the new custom tab wizard after saving this custom object. So here, what is a tab actually? Tab is nothing but to view any objects data, we should have the tab, right? So the tab should be added in the tab bar. So here, by clicking on the plus sign, I'll show you how to add the tab. So here, if we have the tab, then only we can able to see what is the data that we have in that specific object. So if we check this checkbox and click on the save button, so it will redirect to the page where we can create a tab. Or if we don't just check this checkbox and if we save this object, so it will not redirect, the object will be created, but it will not redirect to the tab creation page. We have to manually go to these tabs again. So we have to manually create a tab for this specific object. We have to go to setup and build, create, and tabs. So you have to navigate to this tabs button. If we select this and save, it will automatically open this tabs page. So I'm not checking it. So I'll show you how to navigate to this tabs.
Only before you saving it, can you go up? Can you go up?
Yeah.
So what is the use of a plural label?
Plural label is nothing but, see, this is if the name is employee, so that means it sounds like single record, right? So it will just save multiple employees, right?
So so when we compare the same thing with the database, any database, right? If you create a table, we create it as an employee table only, and we never create an employees table, right? Like general world.
Okay, in general world. So here the Salesforce has given this plural label option. So we are, so it will be well, what you said is right, but here we have so it is asking us to give the plural label as well. So but we don't use this anywhere.
So just when we are referring a record in this object, we are going to refer it as employee dot something or employees dot something. For example, on this
I'll let you know that it will be underscore C. So this is the custom object. So for all the custom objects and custom fields, so we should add underscore C. I'll let you know about that in coming sessions.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm clicking on the save button here. See, you can see that employee object here. The object is created, and we don't have this object here, right? So we have to create a tab for this first. Okay, then I'm already set up. I just search from here itself tabs. So create tabs. See here we have different kinds of tabs: custom object tabs, web tabs, Salesforce tabs, and lightning page tabs. So these are all the related to development. So the custom object tabs, that's what we create in admin. So here I'm clicking the new button and the object. So if we select this one, so you can see only employee, not any other object, because for all the objects we have the tabs. Only for the employee object we don't have the tab. So that is why it is showing only the employee object. So we have to select this and the tabs type. So here these are just the icons. So you can select anything from here. I can select factory. You can select anything. And the descriptions. If you want to give any description, you can provide the description here. Next. See here you have two options: apply one tab visibility to all profiles, apply a different tab visibility to each profile. So that means these, if we select this default on, so these tab will be added to all the profiles. So if you want different profiles should be different visibility, then these are the list of profiles that we have. I'll explain what is a profile when coming sessions. So if you want the different visibility, like if you want it to be off, then we can select off. If you want the tab should be hidden, we can select hidden. So I'll let you know what is the default on, off, and hidden. So as of now, I'm just selecting default on for all the profiles. Clicking the next button. And here we need to select the applications. What are the applications that should be, I mean, this tab should be included in which application. So I'm not selecting all the applications. So we want this application, sorry, this tab should be included in sample application, right? So you can see sample application here. So I'm selecting only the sample application. So in this application, we are adding the tab, the employee tab. So I'm just selecting the sample application. So if you select even recruiting application, so the same tab will be added to the recruiting application as well. So I'm just selecting sample application and save. Yeah, you can see now employees, the tab is added here. So if you go to employees, then as of now we don't have any records, so it will not show any records. So no record is there. So this is how we create tab, we create object and tab. And if you want to add any other tab, you can just click on this plus button. If you want to add or remove any tabs, and you have to click on this customize my tabs. So these are all the tabs that we have in Salesforce. So I'm just customizing the tabs. Yeah, here, see if you want to add any other tab. In the same way, while we are creating the application, so we have added the tabs, right? So it should be in the same way. So if you don't want this, then you have to select this employees and you have to click on this remove. If you want to add anything, and you can just select anything, and if you can add by clicking the add button. Or if you want, I want this employee should be on top of contacts and accounts. You can select this employees tab and click up. So it will rearrange the order. So now we have accounts, contacts, and employees, right? So if I move the employees up, then save. The employees will be the first object. So it will be the first tab. Okay. So this is how we have to add or remove the tabs from the tab bar. Any questions so far?
In the step 3, add a custom app, right? Add to custom app. There is a one checkbox. Add. So in the step 3 of create tabs, right? In there, add to custom app. You selected sample application there.
While creating the tabs.
Yes. Step 3 of it.
These three.
Not those three. So while creating, there are 3 steps involved in the creating a new tab. Step 1 is enter the details. Step 2 is add to profiles, and step 3 is add to custom app.
Okay, I'm creating it again. This is the step 1. And this is the step 2. We are talking about the step 3. Here?
Yes, go down. Still, there is one. So append tab to users existing personal customization. What is this?
And tab to users existing personal customizations. Existing personal customizations. I'll let you know about this later on. I'm not sure about this. So let me try now itself. So if it is earlier it was checked, right?
Yes,
Okay.
it
I'll
is
try
by
to-
default, it is checked. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just uncheck it down. It is created.
Hey, Murli.
Okay, actually that will be automatically added. The tab will be created and it will be automatically added to this tab bar.
Yes, that's right. If you add that check mark it automatically adds to
Yes,
that.
if you don't check that checkbox, then it will be tab will be created, but we have to add it manually.
Yes, that's it.
Any other questions?
No from my side.
Any more questions from anyone? Okay, I think if you don't have any questions, then we can close for today. So it's
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
thank you all. We have learned how to create an application, how to create an object, and how to create tab. So in the coming session, we'll talk about how to create fields and data types and all these things.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have
Thank you all.
class on Thursday, that's right.
there is no class on Thursday, right? So we'll reconvene on Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
Yes, I think. And Ravi will inform you about that.
Is there a recording of this session?
Yes, you will get the recording.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you all.
Have a nice
Bye
day.
bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thank you so much.